Hey friend, welcome. I'm Jen. I'm a part-time online clothing reseller, which means I go to thrift stores, I buy used clothes, and I list them on eBay and Poshmark and sell them for hopefully a profit. Today is Friday, May 10th, and I have 5 items that sold, I want to say the last 24 hours, but if I'm being very honest, 2 items sold on Poshmark the day before, and I just didn't have time to ship them yesterday. So within the past 48 hours, these 5 items. I did ship, I think 4 items yesterday on eBay. So just to give you an idea, I'm trying to be open and honest here. My gross sales amount was $87.52. I will tell you my profit at the end, but I will tell you that my average sale price was only $17.50. It's incredibly low. Yesterday's was really high because I sold something pretty good. Today, not so much. However, the thing that kind of saves me is I do have a couple sources, quite a few sources actually, where I can get my cost of goods very, very low. In fact, my overall average cost of goods is, I haven't checked it super recently, but last year it was right about $2.50 and has been for the past about 2 years. Quite a few of these items, actually, I think every single item that I sold today I got for under $1. So we'll talk about that a little bit more. The first item sold on Poshmark, and I'm glad because it makes shipping it a little easier, but it is this skull floral mug. On the bottom, it says 222 5th Marbella, Marbella skull porcelain. So that's that. I am actually gonna pack that up a little bit later because shipping stuff like that stresses me out. I mostly sell clothes, but I did get this for free. When I looked it up, I was kind of surprised that there were some that had sold around $25, $30. When I looked it up on Terapeak, there was a set that had sold for around $50, so 2 of them, the set. The average sale price is $27.84 with a 20% sell-through rate. So the sell-through rate's not great, but I got this for free. It did take 9 months to sell, and my profit's $20. Sadly, that's the best thing that sold today. I mean, I'm thankful and very thankful for it. It was a friend of mine that had some stuff that was going to Goodwill, and she said, "Hey, do you want it?" And I said, "Yes, I do. Thank you." So this is a button-down shirt. If you don't know, button-down means it has the buttons on the collar. If it doesn't, it's just a button-up. But this is just a floral shirt. It's Banana Republic, and it does say untucked slim fit. I double-checked that. That specific style doesn't really affect the sell-through rate, about 0.5%. So the average sale price for a Banana Republic floral button down is $14.46 and a 21% sell-through rate. So this sold on Poshmark for me for $15, which is great, right at the average. It took 7 months to sell. I did buy this at my favorite thrift store, which is my favorite thrift store because my cost of goods is so low. I paid about 60 cents per item on that day that I bought this. So my favorite thrift store has kind of a perpetual bag sale, and I get the items very cheap. The bag sale is insane. It's like so cheap, and sometimes yeah, the guys there are very, it's run by like 3 older gentlemen, and they're just funny. Anyway, my profit on this is $11.60. So, 40 cents, sorry. I was like, wait a minute, that doesn't math. Poshmark items can be sent in any priority mailing apparatus. All right, these are Tommy Bahama shorts. These are women's shorts, and they are a plus size, which I thought would affect something, but it doesn't. But they are, you know what? Maybe they're not women's shorts. Tommy Bahama 18 Golf, and when I read that earlier, I was thinking, when I was doing my research, I was thinking it meant they were size 18. Interesting. Okay, well, my comps are probably off, so I just won't share those with you. It does have like a little elastic, which I think is nice. Personally, I like to have a little elastic going on. I sold these for $16 on Poshmark. Shoot, I wish I had comps that carefully for you. Sometimes they did take 4 months to sell. So that's the thing. That's the caveat, right? I do have low cost of goods, but I don't have super high ASP, average sale price. I don't have super high sell-through rate. Now, occasionally I'll find something, but it's not common. So that's, you know, that's kind of the trade-off. No, I'm not paying $5 to $8 for every single item. My items also aren't selling super fast, or for, you know, $50 or more or whatever. I am very grateful when I do find those because it's super fun. This also found at my favorite thrift store. My cost of goods was 17 cents. That's what I mean. That's crazy. So the next item that sold on Poshmark, I went back and forth. I've had these for a long time, like 15 months. And I don't even know where I got them. For a long time, actually, I still would do it. When I would find little running shorts that had a name brand, so like Nike, Reebok, Under Armour, New Balance, trying to think of other ones I've done this with. If I find them like at my favorite thrift store or at the bins, you know, these are very lightweight. So with the bins where you pay by the pound, they cost, you know, like $0.25. I would save them and lot them up because running shorts have there's just a lot of them listed. So I have 2 pair of Nike running shorts. I'm just no cost of goods them when I find them that way. But these have been listed for a really long time. They are both extra small. I don't know if I explained that well. I keep them until I find 2 of the same size. Then I put them in the same brand. And then I put them together in a lot. So 2 of them together for one price. Okay, I hope I explained that well. Anyway, I had these listed for $20. The average sale price for Nike running shorts is $10.81. So $20 for 2 of them. That kind of makes sense. Save on shipping. 24% sell-through rate, which is fine. It's okay until you filter by size, and extra small only have an 11% sell-through rate because there are so many listed. So that definitely helps lotting them together like that. Okay, so I had them listed for $20. Somebody offered me $7 for them, and I was like, oish, $7. So I went back and looked at the offer history, and since I've had them for so long, they had been offered like 20% off, then 30% off, then 40% off. So my last offer to them, the buyer, was $12. So when they offered me $7, I went back and re-offered the $12 because I thought I've already offered them for $12. I'll just counter to that $12. Well, then almost immediately they came back and offered $10. This was late last night. So this morning, I just let it go. So I'm like, I'm gonna think about that. This morning I looked up, remembered I had 0 cost of goods, and went ahead and accepted the offer for $10. I don't like selling things under $15 on Poshmark because once you hit under $15, instead of charging a 20% fee, they charge a flat rate fee of $2.95. So when I sell something for $10, it's a 29.5% fee. So my profit is only $7.05. Whereas, you know, if it was 20%, it would have been an $8 thing. because I had no cost of goods and I'd had them for so long, I was like, I'm just going to get rid of them, take the 30% essentially fee and deal with it. And that's one of the nice things about having a low cost of goods. So low cost of goods areas, I do have a couple of thrift stores that offer bag sales occasionally. My favorite thrift store is always a bag sale. There's a local thrift store that supports the mission, that has a half off sale. First of all, they're priced reasonably anyway, but then they have a half off sale once a month. So I often find things for $2.50 and under there, because their jeans and pants and dresses are priced at like $5 and $6. So half off, they're $2.50, $3. Shirts are even less, and so on. And then the Salvation Army, we don't have a store here in our town, so the church offers a yard sale, rummage sale, about 4 times a year. I think it's at least 3 times a year. It might be 4 times a year. And they do a bag sale. It's this last time that I went was the most expensive I've ever paid there, and it ended up being like $1 a piece. So I do know that a lot of people get low cost of goods when they go to garage sales. We don't live in a super affluent area. There are pockets, but yard sales just don't, I like to go because it's fun, but I don't tend to find much when I'm sourcing that way. But I do know that, I think probably if I did hard goods, I might find more, but I don't know what I'm doing when it comes to that. I'm trying to think of what other options. Oh, asking friends, telling friends what you do. There's, I honestly think if I even put more of the word out, I thought about doing it in like March when people started spring cleaning, like, hey, bring me all your donations. But I was a little overwhelmed at that point, which actually tends to be a theme of my life. But I just thought it would be too much. I know that there are people who have offered to take like hotels and gyms and golf courses. You can call and ask what they do with their lost and found, and you can go donate their lost and found to yourself. I mean, I would call first and see what they do. But yeah, I had that recently where I saw there was an advertisement like, hey, if you have something, if you are missing something, you need to come look in our lost and found because we're getting rid of it. And I called the person and was like, hey, what are you doing with this lost and found? And they said, oh, we're just going to take it to the Goodwill. And I was like, can I take it for you? And explained what I would be doing. I was honest and upfront. And yeah, they let me take it. And I found, I don't know, 4 or 5 items that I could list, but it was a place that I go regularly anyway. So anyway, I'm chatty a little this morning. This is a shirt. It's super cute. I really thought about keeping it for myself, but I don't really like super bright colors, which is funny because I'm wearing like super bright colors, but my sister got me this for my birthday and I love it. Anyway, I just thought it was, I don't know, I think this is super cute. But it is Prana, which doesn't actually have, I'm sure there are some items that have great sell-through rates, but most Prana doesn't. That's their little logo right there. This is very like lightweight and see-through, and it does kind of, it looks used. Does that make sense? Like you can tell it's not brand new, but it's so cute. This sold so fast. So Prana shirts for women just in general have an average sale price of $13.30 and a 13% sell-through rate. I listed this for $19 and then I send out 20% off offers to watchers and bikers. So I do it both on Poshmark and on eBay. I send out 20% off offers. Okay, whew, getting a little crazy. Anyway, this sold with the offer, so $15.97, which is great. That's higher than the average. They paid a total, because it's sold on eBay, so they paid a total of $21.52, and it sold in 2 days. It was so fast. I really debated when I bought this, like if I should, or when I listed it, if I should list it for a little bit higher. Sweet. This was like, it's super lightweight, and I thought it was gonna be, actually, no. I'll get there. Give me a second. I thought it was gonna be under 4 ounces, so I bought the 4-ounce label, and it is under 4 ounces. I'm just wondering if I should try and put it in like an itty bitty bag. Sorry, I'm super professional here. I like to use recycled poly mailers when I can. First of all, it saves me a little bit of money, and second of all, it helps the environment. Okay, I'm thinking too hard about this. It's going in the bag. Okay, I was gonna tell you something. Sold in 2 days. I bought it for $1 at one of just the area thrift stores that has a bag sale sometimes. And I think this was a bag sale day. Even when they don't have a bag sale, their prices are so low. It's great. This thrift store is like, it's like 25 minutes away, which isn't really a long time, but I get cranky if I have to go higher than like 14th Street in my town. Anyway, they're only open Tuesday nights and Saturday mornings. So, and one of my daughters has dance on Tuesday nights, and Saturday, there's always something on Saturday. So I don't get there as I wouldn't go every week. If I lived in that town, I would be there every week, I think. Anyway, $13.21 was my profit on that Prana shirt. Okay, so I am going to pack up the skull mug, and I'm gonna take my thumbnail picture, and then I'm gonna put all the stuff out on my porch because my mail carrier picks up my packages for me. I schedule that on USPS.com. I have to do that every night and kind of guess, but they tell me all the time it doesn't have to be perfect. They'll still pick it up, even if I say I have 4 items and I actually have 5, which is very helpful. The total profit for the day was $64.29. My goal is about $67 a day so that I can reach an average of $2,000 in profit for the month. $1,000 of that goes towards my family budget for extra things like dance class and piano lessons and just all the things that go along with having kids and a family. And then $500 of it goes back into my business for more inventory, for poly mailers, for stickers and lint rollers, and all the little extra things that come along with reselling. And then $500 of it goes in savings for our taxes, because this is taxable income. So I think that's it. I would love to know about your cost of goods. Do you find that you pay more? I know I've chatted a little bit with some Canadian resellers, and it's apparently insane in Canada to find low cost of goods. I'm based in the US in the Midwest, and I would love to know, do you have sources where you have low cost of goods, or do you have a higher cost of goods, but do you find that that correlates with having a higher average sale price and sell-through rate? I would love to know what your thoughts are. If you're not a reseller, say, hey, I am a couple days behind on responding to comments, and I probably will still be. It's just a busy weekend for us, so I'm probably not going to get to those, but I so appreciate reading your comments and chatting with you in the comments. I don't know, it's one of the best parts of my day. So I'm done. I'm really done. Like and subscribe if you haven't already. I do ship with me videos every night at 8 p.m. Standard. Nope, Eastern Standard. There we go. Eastern Standard. And yeah, that's it. I'll see you soon.